Can you give us an updated situation of the flood in Thailand?
The rainy season has actually ended. Now we are entering the cold season. There has not been much rain for quite some time. It's simply the water flowing from the north and central part of Thailand, which is now flowing through Bangkok. As a result, what you see now is that certain parts of Bangkok, particularly the outskirts, is flooded, whereas the central part of Bangkok is still very dry. There's no sign of flooding whatsoever if you are in central Bangkok. If you travel to Bangkok, you land in Suvarnabhumi Airport. The airport is dry. The motorway from the airport to the city is also dry. There is no sign of flooding at all. But I think it will take probably a few more weeks before the flood subsides. And that is the flood on the outskirts of Bangkok.
And how about the other parts of Thailand? How have they been affected by the flood situation?
Earlier, the north was affected a bit. The central part is still affected. But destinations where Thai Airways fly to, like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, Krabi, and destinations to the northeast are not affected by the flood. These areas are perfectly dry and the rain has stopped, at least for the north and the northeast, and you can travel very easily via Bangkok to these destinations or travel directly on certain flights to Phuket, for example.
As the national carrier of the Kingdom of Thailand, what is the airline doing to facilitate passengers?
We have been changing the flight schedules, size of aircrafts in order to cope with the changing demand. What we had seen is that there had been a lot of travel within Thailand. People cannot travel by road, so they had resorted to air travel. So in that case, we had been changing aircrafts to larger aircrafts to facilitate travel to Chiang Mai and other parts of Thailand. We had allowed passengers to change tickets without any charges because their travel plan might be affected by the flood.
So, in your view, can you give us some points about how Thailand tourism has been affected at this point?
Well, the news which had been reported on flooding, I think, had affected the image of Thailand quite a lot. It created the perception that you cannot travel to Bangkok because Bangkok is flooded, people are evacuating Bangkok, and so on. But that is really not the real situation. As I said, central part of Bangkok is not flooded. Certain parts of Bangkok, particularly the outskirts, are flooded, but tourists do not travel to these parts of the city anyway. Certain parts of Bangkok near the river could be flooded twice per day during the high tide. For example, certain areas near the Grand Palace, maybe you can see water coming up 10 or 20 centimeter just for a very short period during the high tide. But apart from that, I think you can still travel within Thailand, particularly the tourist destinations, quite comfortably without seeing any flooding at all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.